Here we go. We're recording. We're still recording. Audio's good. Your guys' audio good?
Yep.
Your guys' audio's good.
Should we do that before the show starts?
We are fucking ready. Episode 15. My actual favorite number.
Shit.
Episode 15. Here we go. Big show. AEW Revolution. Big news happening throughout the week. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
First thing.
Call me John Cena because the champ's back.
Shut the fuck up. Speaking of that.
Shit. Here, I got something for you, Dustin. It's this.
I'm gonna fucking take this title off of Dustin on the screen. Yeah, so big week in wrestling. We got AEW's big pay-per-view, not maybe premium live event soon. Who knows?
Nah.
But
Never.
AEW's big pay-per-view. They are hyping this thing up like it's WrestleMania. The road to Revolution. Everything.
Nah, they do that for every pay-per-view.
I mean, still. But they got stuff happening. They got stuff happening last night. They got stuff happening tonight, technically. They got stuff happening tomorrow night. They got stuff happening Saturday night. They got stuff happening Sunday. They got stuff happening every time. All kinds of stuff going on.
Gotta
hype it up.
Exactly. Gotta
Hype
give
it
the
up.
people what they want.
Reading this card, it's a pretty fucking good card. I'm gonna say it's a pretty fucking good card. But we had.
What you get from an actual professional wrestling company.
That is true. One part of the big news we have, I think we have probably like 2 or 3 big highlights of news that happened. But one of them is one that I don't know if I'm the only one that watched all of it, was Vince McMahon, first live interview in 15 years.
It's been that long?
15 years. First live interview in 15 years on the fucking Pat McAfee show on YouTube.
And he made it all the way through without leaving.
Well, no, not only that.
Gave him extra time.
Yeah, not only that. At one point, they talked for a bit, and Pat was going to send him off, and I guess they were going to do the post thing. Speaking of, Pat threw all regard for SiriusXM out the fucking window. He didn't talk one time about a break. He didn't talk one time about a hard out. He didn't talk about anything. Him and Vince talked. I think I looked at it. It was about an hour and 40 minutes that they talked. Is it an hour and 20 or an hour and 40 minutes that they were? And at one point, he went to send Vince off and was going to like close the thing, and Vince was like, "Oh, is the show over?" And Pat looks at him and goes, "It doesn't have to be." And then they talked for another, I don't even fucking know how long. And yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Vince went into explaining the difference of why he prefers WWE superstars over professional wrestlers, and like the title of instead of professional wrestlers, WWE superstars. He feels like it's just bigger, sounds better. Pat McAfee has a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I saw that.
Against no, we don't know who, so that's going to be something that we can speculate on. Please no. If he does, I hope he
actually should be Dustin so he get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Sick of your shit.
Dude, it was but it was a pretty cool interview with Vince. Like it was
in theory, I think.
Yeah. Vince is probably he said he was going to induct Taker, right?
Yeah, that was the other thing.
That was the big announcement that he brought up.
Yeah.
Right, as Blake said, Pat was going to have a match at WrestleMania. Now, what if it's going to be Pat versus Corey Graves?
That was something I originally thought of. Both, and I mean there could be storyline there because they're both Pittsburgh dudes. They're both from Pittsburgh. Both,
commentary Raw versus SmackDown.
Both retired early from their respective careers. Both are now announcers, like you said, on opposite shows. SmackDown versus Raw. That could be it. I mean, obviously, people are going to say. I think I don't know if somebody here brought it up last week about it could be Cody Rhodes. I fucking hope it's not Veer. That would be awful. But
I think since he didn't show up this past Monday, it's now like the longest between the start of the vignette.
Yes.
No. Next week he'll tie.
He tied this past week.
Yeah.
He tied this past week. And he tied Emma for when she went from Emma to Emmalina. They ran vignettes and this past Monday he tied her. This coming Monday will be him breaking it.
he don't show up. So
if he doesn't show up, yes.
Right.
Yeah. I think he probably doesn't show up till after WrestleMania or
either now or if he's gonna.
Do they still do the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal thing?
No. He may show up in that. If he don't show up in that and win it or something, he'll be like the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If they decide to do the Battle Royale, he could show up there. He has to win at this point.
Yes, 100%. Yes, he cannot go into that Battle Royal and lose.
Imagine if he debuted there and lost.
Oh my gosh.
He was the first one out.
Oh my god. And he gets thrown out by somebody
by somebody small.
Yeah, just gets thrown out by somebody that
Here came and went.
Hey, somebody said, or I seen.
It's kicked out by Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. Where did I see it? I think it was on TikTok or something that rumors of Ricochet getting a big push. Maybe he gets eliminated by Ricochet.
On SmackDown.
Yes, because technically they're saying Ricochet is the second top babyface behind Drew. Granted, they're keeping Kofi and Big E as a tag team. Shinsuke is with Boogs, and they're considering him as a tag team. So, as a single competitor, Ricochet would be the second-ranked babyface behind Drew McIntyre. So, he could be getting a push, which is great. However, after Drew, if he has to fight Roman next, God, Jesus Christ, that's just going to be terrible.
I will say that would be super fun to watch.
Well, I mean, it would be, but I'm just saying, sweet Jesus.
Poor Ricochet.
Pray for him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Poor Ricochet, because but yeah, so there. One thing that I took from the very beginning of that interview that I thought was pretty funny, like watching the whole interview, I expected to, and I'm not gonna lie, I did fall asleep in the middle of it, so there is a part that I missed. But at the very beginning, there was a part that I was expected to be a lot more critical of the things Vince said because of how critical the entire wrestling community is of Vince and how WWE does things. But overall, watching it, I wasn't really, except for there was one thing, and it was at the beginning of the interview. He was talking about business with like TV companies and things like that, and he was talking about how certain TV companies, they want to own things. They want to have things their way. They want to have the control and things like that. And I was like, are you describing TV companies, or are you describing how you control your WWE superstars and how you make them change their names so that you own them and things like that? I was like, it just seemed like he was describing how he does business in WWE but was critiquing it about how TV companies do business. I thought that was pretty funny. But other than that, everything else was pretty on the up and up. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good interview. Pat likes to take it. He'll fucking ask the questions that nobody wants to ask, but like competition, he brought up TNA, he brought up Impact, he brought up AEW, Ring of Honor, and I always was like, if those questions are asked, he would step on eggshells around those type of things.
Pat doesn't.
But Vince is like, he just weighs it off, like he doesn't give a shit. He's like, well, I thrive on competition.
Yeah,
I like competition.
He said he thinks he's one of the only people that how did he word it? Basically,
he embraces it.
Yeah, he enjoys. It's not competition that he said. Conflict. He enjoys conflict. That's how he said it. And it was like, okay, yeah, I guess. But yeah, Pat straight up, said, hey, these other companies are doing stuff too. Like AEW just bought Ring of Honor last night, and Vince didn't really comment on it too much. He kind of, like you said, he kind of skirted around it. Like, oh yeah, I thrive on competition. I enjoy competition, and then kind of just moved on.
He probably didn't know what Ring of Honor was.
Probably not, or AEW.
Actually, it's not true, because I think this would be a really good segue into the conversation of the big news that was last night of Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor.
That is
true. By the way, AEW Ring of Honor. Very, very big news. That was the other part of the big news for the week. We covered Vince McMahon like to have the Pat McAfee as the big news.
No, you don't have the big news first.
Yeah, and I gotta start with what just recently happened, right? I mean, it was big news. Like Vince, 15 years.
Yeah, Vince doing an interview.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
And it was it was like almost like a podcast interview. Like you get the, hey, this is a conversation vibes that they're having. And he doesn't like people thanking him, apparently. Like Pat said thank you 50 times and he's like, hey, cut that fucking shit out, dude.
Oh, it's why he forbids wrestlers to mention him in the Hall of Fame speeches, things like that.
I don't think that's going to happen in the Undertaker speech. I think he's going to get mentioned in the Undertaker speech.
Right.
So.
And he's probably gonna he's gonna cry for sure. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be the only good positive stuff coming from WWE this week, because it's all about Tony Khan swinging his big dick around, basically buying Ring of Honor, which is fucking huge. So I was just like, round of applause for Tony Khan making big things happen.
I think it's pretty cool.
Mainly because that gives him all assets of Ring of Honor away from Sinclair Broadcast Company, and the reason why I wanted to bring it up, because WWE did make a ploy at Ring of Honor to buy them for their content, their media content, all of the videos and shows all the way dating back to 2002. They wanted that stuff because of, there were some superstars. There's probably only like 3 of them now, or 4 if you think about it. So it doesn't make sense for WWE to own it, but it makes sense for AEW to own it, because now they finally have legal right to All In, which is technically the first pay-per-view that really kickstarted the company. And so that's really the big get. Most of the, I don't want to say most of the top stars, but
of content also.
Right.
Is it true about the HBO Max streaming thing?
So I heard about that too. I think it's a very good possibility of it actually happening. So I don't know if that's something that they're going to announce later on. They could announce it this weekend. But a lot of people are pointing and connecting the dots that is a very high possibility of them having a deal with HBO Max, because Tony wants to get all that content from Ring of Honor, and especially all the stuff that they've done the last 3 years somewhere. He wanted to do a streaming platform. It's great that he doesn't make their own app, which would be fucking, thank God, and then partner with somebody that they've already have some type of agreement with, and just put it on there.
And it makes it easier for them in the long run, because one, they don't have to develop an app. 2, you don't have to charge people for your other app that you make. It's, hey, HBO Max has been going. HBO Max streams. They do their weekly episode shows. They do all kinds of. It's perfect for. It's like, hey, there's already an infrastructure. Let's just improve,
implement it to it, integrate with it. So it makes sense. I would also, if it is true, I think it would be really cool if they kind of take what the Disney Plus approach does with new movies and stuff, that you can buy the pay-per-views through HBO Max instead of having to go through Bleacher Report in the US,
or
Fight TV, which is a lot better internationally. But yeah, I hope they would just cut the deal with Bleacher Report,
because premium live event, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily, because if you're still buying it like a pay-per-view, but I mean technically it's it eventually, that's what I said at the time. It eventually seems like it's going to, but I mean honestly it's the same thing, because you stream it through Bleacher Report. If you buy it from Bleacher Report, you stream it through Bleacher Report. So
it's still a buy. I mean, if you think about it, when it comes to WWE's premium live events, it's coming through the already subscription service that you've already bought with Peacock.
And then it also, people like me, and I don't know who else, what cell phone providers you guys have. I know what Joey has, but I don't pay for HBO Max because I get it through my cell phone provider.
Right.
So now I'm the only thing I'm paying for, if AEW does do that, where they start moving their pay, I'm not having to pay the $15 a month plus whatever. So that's good for people like me who are AT&T customers. We get to, because I mean we gotta have something good, because fucking cell phone service sucks, but it's a different story. But yeah,
different podcast.
Yeah, different.
So
tech show coming soon.
So with all of the assets that comes with Ring of Honor. There's speculation of what happens because there were plans going forward. They're going to have their Super Card of Honor on April 1st. That's still going to happen, but they did have plans to start doing shows, local shows, and recordings. Now, what is that going to mean going forward? There is no news about that. Will they take Ring of Honor to a televised platform like Dynamite and Rampage? That's still on an unknown. There was Cassidy Haynes from Body Slam was like they might treat Ring of Honor as a developmental company like NXT, which kind of sucks. I think if they treat it like it's normal, an actual normal promotion, and just do a lot of cross promotion stuff, I think that works better. But that would then limit them and probably end up turning off AEW Dark maybe and Elevation, and then run and feed everything through Ring of Honor instead.
Something I just thought about is I think this is a conversation we had, I believe, last week. Maybe I think we've had it a few times. This could be also AEW's opportunity to experiment with a quote unquote brand split, because technically it's because if you look at how WWE does brand splits, it's almost like separate promotions, then they occasionally commingle. So this is perfect for that, for them to, hey, they put a Ring of Honor show on, which I don't know if they can, if they have the roster, the ability, I'm assuming Tony Khan has the money to do so, but it's like, if you do find a way to put ROH on TV somewhere, Monday night maybe, Tuesday night, something like that, there's your experiment. They already have a world title. They already have, titles there, championships. They already have people established. This is their perfect opportunity to experiment with the brand split. So
right, and that was the thing is like, so for Super Card of Honor, they have already established some matches. One was like Bandito and Gresham. They're the two current Ring of Honor champions, world champions. They're going to unify. Right, what does that mean for the title? Deanna Purrazzo, who's currently the women's champion, is actually an Impact superstar, a wrestler. So now they have to kind of figure out, okay, well, what are they going to do with that? Are they going to continue or establish a relationship with Impact? Or are they going to find a way to take the title off of her? They've got a bunch of other titles, championships. The Briscoes are the tag team champions. They are going to have a match scheduled for the Super Card against the mystery opponent. Everyone thinks it could be FTR. That would, solidify, everything that's going on with now this purchase. It's definitely be interesting if they were going to take the approach of developmental, who I think would obviously be a really good fit there as a leader and a general manager, Mr. William Regal, to be, the GM there. That would totally fucking work.
Does he have any prior ROH experience?
No, but I mean, he was a fucking general manager.
Oh yeah. That's that's fine. He has general manager experience. I just didn't know if he had any ties prior to WWE to ROH. But
I don't think so.
He's also been in WWE for fucking ever.
Right.
Yeah. So
he's been in WWE since
before the Attitude Era, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was during. He was the man's man.
Well, no, I think he was there before too, wasn't he?
Yeah, because he was with a tag team with Hunter Sumsley.
He was in WCW. Was he in WCW before or after he came to WWE?
Yeah, he's in WCW before.
Yeah,
he was like I knew him mainly from WCW.
Because he was like, was he
mid-90s?
Because he was Steven. Was he Steven Regal? Or
Lord
was that
Steven
WCW?
Regal.
Yeah, Lord Steven Regal.
Yeah. He was in a tag team, the Blue Bloods, I believe, with another guy.
Was that Hunter Hearst Helmsley, like he just said?
No, it was another guy. Can't think of his name.
You said what was the tag team name?
Blue Bloods, I believe.
It's also a.
You should know.
It's also a TV show. The Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods was the name of Press Wrestling Stable in WCW. That consists of Lord Steven Regal, Earl Robert Eaton, and Squire David Taylor.
Dave Taylor, yeah, that was him. I don't remember it being Robert Eaton.
Oh, he's a Squire. That's why.
Well, that was he was a 4 member. The actual members it says was William Regal and Dave Taylor.
Beautiful Bobby Eaton.
What it says here is Earl Robert Eaton.
Well, it's beautiful Bobby Eaton. That's what it was.
I'm just reading Wikipedia, dude.
You know who beautiful Bobby Eaton is, right?
You're going to be eaten, Bobby.
But yeah, I think it's...
So I think it would be a good fit if they decide if they are going to take the developmental approach. They've got Regal as a good option.
The best.
And yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting for the next few months. See what comes from it. Going back to the Supercard, Tony was saying that they weren't going to have any type of involvement with their roster for Ring of Honor. But, there's going to be a match with Swerve Scott on it. He's going to be there. And, he's supposed to be believed to have signed with AEW. Now that we know that Tony owns Ring of Honor, anything could happen. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully there are going to be some more involvement. I know the restrictions for Japan are slowly loosening up, so you can get more again of cross-promotion stuff, hopefully. They've got their huge tournament coming up. Is it the G1? It might be the G1 that's coming up soon. So I know a bunch of people in the U.S. have been wanting to get involved in that. So we'll see what happens. If they do get involved. But Dustin's boy, his love, Cody, he thinks Cody's gonna get involved apparently and lead some type of leadership in Ring of Honor and do some type of invasion, but I don't know how true that is going to be.
Be cool.
Oh,
I like that.
It'd be cool.
I'd rather have that than him going back to WWE.
Invasions are cool, but I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, he could have his full bookership that he wants in Ring of Honor.
Also, I don't know if that'll happen, because something that Tony said last night very specifically was after he bought. When he said I bought Ring of Honor. He specifically was like, no, it's not Shane. I'm not Shane. It's me. I bought Ring of Honor or something like that. He's very specifically said something. I was like, yeah. So I don't know if there's going to be any invasion thing, but I mean, that'd be.
All right. I mean, it's an opportunity. They're probably going to open the talks again. All that I've heard recently before we started recording was the talks of Cody going back to WWE and whatever talks that they were doing for contract have apparently fizzled out. So who knows if he's actually going to show up again. At the time he's currently enjoying being off and spending time with his daughter.
Stay at home.
So yeah, exactly. So he's happy with that. So it'll be interesting. Maybe they'll open up the talks again now that there is Ring of Honor. And it's funny because I don't know how much his contract was, but Tony had at least spent up to $40 million in this acquisition for Ring of Honor. Was it 50?
I heard it was $50 million what he paid for it.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like the number 50 million has been thrown around a lot the past couple of weeks in the sports world. So I mean, maybe not.
Right.
I mean, that's a year. That's a year of Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it.
Or Kyler Murray.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. He's like, Cody, I can't give you the money because I'm using that money to buy Ring of Honor. I'm sorry, can't give you a contract.
True.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Should be interesting. I like it. It's gonna shake things up, and like I said, hopefully this opens up more things because I know we have Jay White, bouncing all over the place, and still doing his New Japan stuff, and then doing Impact. He showed up at AEW. I don't remember exactly what happened with Good Brothers stopped showing up on AEW. I don't really remember what happened.
That
with
was because of the partnership that they had originally planned. It finally ended because Impact wasn't doing live shows anymore. They were going back to pre-taping everything. So yeah, when Christian was
That's true. Okay.
Impact champion and they took it off of him, that was kind of like, now finally, okay, we're kind of just done.
Yeah. Which I feel like Impact should also probably adjust to this and maybe go back to doing live shows, because I mean they technically have a faction in Impact right now called Honor No More that was supposed to be previous all Ring of Honor people that are coming into that Eddie Edwards I think just recently joined.
Yep.
Yeah, I was watching some YouTube videos about that the other day. So how that's an opportunity of, hey, there's you an invasion angle right there of you have Honor No More bouncing between Ring of Honor and Impact and even AEW, but I don't...
Unfortunately, some of those stars, they did have their contract already expire with Ring of Honor. Like, prior to them shutting down, like, PCO's contract was already up. So he was like, oh, I'm not going to come back. And they actually have, I think they do have Impact contracts now. So,
yeah.
I mean, they could still do it, but yeah.
Because, like, I mean, Good Brothers signed to AEW. I mean, signed to Impact, but they were still, coming to AEW as well. So, I mean, it's something I think that could be done, and I think it would be really cool for Impact to do. And honestly, it only helps Impact. Like, I mean, it helps Impact more than it hurts Impact to, play ball. And for all three of them, if you still count Ring of Honor as a separate thing, for Ring of Honor, AEW, and Impact, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, honestly, too. Yep. It does nothing but help all of them, but because then you have things like you said, the G1, where now you have random AEW people, where you have Sammy Guevara in the G1 tournament to go up against, Gresham versus, I don't know, somebody from Impact, Eddie Edwards versus somebody from New Japan. Could work, but I think it'd be cool. Everybody against WWE.
Yeah.
Except Dustin. Dustin's got 3 roles there, so. He can't be like, oh, I'm out. No. Dustin's stuck.
I got duties. Yeah, I'm stuck, guys.
You got duties? You're a big fucking duty.
So what else we got?
Let's see. We've got 2 heel turns on Raw. I'm surprised they fucking did that.
Yep.
Priest is now heel. Finn Balor is the new United States champion. Fuck yeah, Finn. About fucking time you got a championship again.
What is he, tag team championships away from being a Grand Slam?
Yeah.
Does tag teams count in Grand Slam?
Yes.
That's what that's one of.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's tag team titles away from Grand Slam.
Yes.
Because that was his first US title.
Yes, that is his first US title. Edge and AJ Styles are going to fight at WrestleMania. Fuck yeah, that's going to be a banger of a match. Edge has now turned heel. AJ Styles cannot stop the kick in the nuts. He's been kicked in the nuts probably like shit ton of times.
I saw that the picture of all of it.
That's his Achilles heel, is getting hit in the nads.
Isn't it for us all?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see AJ tweeted some stuff out. This is going to be good. This is like, he tweeted out some stuff of like, oh, I tried to accept your challenge like a man, you took it like a coward or something, and he's like, wait till I respond or something like that. This is going to be. Speaking of, I didn't realize it, but I seen a meme or a picture. It was all of AJ Styles' WrestleMania opponents. Did you guys know this is going to be AJ Styles' 7th WrestleMania?
Fucking crazy.
Joe, you're muted. No, you're not. Yeah. What'd you say? You said something and your mic didn't pick it up. Yeah. Yeah, this is already his 7th WrestleMania. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
And he's actually got a solid record. I think he's only lost a couple. He lost to Jericho, which was his first one. He lost to Taker. And
which was Taker's last match also. I seen that on there.
Yeah. Yes. And I think he lost one more.
He had a match against Shane. I'm trying to remember the whole list. I know
he beat Shane.
It was Y2J.
He beat Shinsuke. He beat the tag titles was last year. He beat New Day. Yeah, no, that's right. He's 4-2, right? Because this is his 7th WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's 4-2.
Yeah, I think that's right.
About to be 5-2.
I don't know, dude.
I would like him to be 5-2, but I don't think so. But
I don't know. It's gonna be a hell of a match. It's gonna be really good, and it's gonna be a really good story too. I think they're gonna for the next. What is it? How many? I think it's a month to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly, almost. Yeah. The 2nd and the 3rd is WrestleMania, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's exactly a month. So yeah, it's for the next. So how many Raws we have between now
4.
and then? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 Raws. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Actually, a reason to watch Raw, maybe.
Just catch up on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I did. I literally the two things that AJ brought up are the 2 things that I went and found. I found Facebook clips of them, of the whole thing, like 5-6 minute Facebook clips of the whole like match between like it was like a cut down version of the match between Priest and Finn, and then Finn winning the title, and then Edge turning, doing a concerto on AJ.
2 concertos, by the way.
That is true.
Like,
2 concertos.
Like, fuck.
Also, I know I mentioned it in the wrestling chat, but Damian Priest doing which it makes sense. He's done it on purpose. The Scott Hall vibes that he gives off. I like Scott Hall a lot. When I was a kid, I liked Scott Hall a lot. Him doing a razor's edge onto the announce table, and then the camera picking up. He didn't say it into a microphone. The camera hearing him pick it up, saying, "I'm the bad guy. You're right." Fucking in, dude. I'm fucking in. Okay, that shit was dope. I was like, okay, this is cool. Because he wasn't even on the camera. The camera was showing Finn. And he walked out of camera, and then he's like behind the cameraman. And I guess I'm assuming somebody yelled at him and from the crowd, and he's like, "I'm the bad guy, you're right." I was like, let's fucking go. I've liked Damian Priest since I've seen him. He's looked really fucking cool, and I've liked him a lot. I think I'm gonna like this Damian Priest way more.
Yeah, I think it might be one of his first heel turns too, so it'd be interesting to see how things turn out. So, and then the other thing that happened on Raw, potential injury with Randy. He took a frog splash, tweaked his shoulder a little bit.
I heard it was a combination of just getting the air knocked out of him, and some other stuff, but I didn't read into it too much.
Yeah, and the Street Profits get a 3 count, especially when they're, Rollins and KO, Alpha Academy, and RK Bro are gonna have a triple threat for the tag titles this next Monday. So a lot of people were really worried about that, but I think he's gonna be okay. So yeah, we'll see. There's most likely, I think Alpha Academy is gonna retain. We'll finally get the RK Bro split. They'll have their match at WrestleMania, so that. Obviously they need shit to fill, and everything they keep announcing, they keep putting on fucking day 1. So it's like, not the day 1 pay-per-view, but night 1 of WrestleMania. And it's just like, okay, what are you gonna do for fucking Sunday?
Bro, it's just Brock and Roman wrestling for 3 hours, dude.
Yeah, Brock fucking wrestling for 3 hours, shit.
I'd be like, it's babyface Brock now, okay? It's not heel Brock anymore. He doesn't have to, smash him in 30 seconds.
$50 million to wrestle for 3 hours.
It's Roman does the smashing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what is it? Brock does something else. Conquer. I seen it as a clip. It was like eat, sleep,
conquer, repeat. Yeah. Suplex City.
By the way, that promo from Roman last Friday, that shit was dope too. And again, Pat McAfee, his stupid ass reactions was like when Roman got in the ring, he's like, these are this is my commentary team, and Pat's like, me? And it's like, so stupid. It's hilarious.
NXT. They have.
Yo, Ciampa in that singlet. I don't know. I know Ciampa wears a lot of gear. I don't know how I feel about Ciampa in a singlet.
It was a one-time thing.
I know why he did it. I know the reason. Like it was a cool
Steiner
reason
Bros.
for teaming up with Braun and everything, but still just seeing Ciampa in a singlet is just a little weird.
Purple and blue,
bright
black.
colored, like bright colored singlet too at that. So it was pretty fun.
They're So they are going to have a stand and deliver, and it's going to be WrestleMania weekend. But next week they're going to have it's called Roadblock NXT, so a special episode. So Braun will end up facing Ziggler and Champ on a triple threat for the World Championship, which I thought was cool. The main event was Carmelo versus who was it? Pete Dunne. And it was a good match, really good match. And Carmelo retains. As he was leaving, he did announce that he'll defend the North American Championship at Stand and Deliver in a ladder match. So I think that's cool. He's like, I'm gonna take it way back. So when the inception of that North American title was in a ladder match, he's like, we're gonna recreate that at Stand and Deliver, which I think is pretty dope.
Is it going to be a multi-person ladder match like the original one, or?
They didn't say. That would be my guess, my assumption. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Carmelo's in a fucking roll right now, which is pretty great. They're putting their eggs in their basket for Carmelo and Braun Breaker. But as of late, Carmelo's been having the better matches overall. So, top talent there. They're doing their Dusty Classic tag tournament with the women now. I felt like it was all the odd pairings. The normal non-tag teams were winning their matches, but then Casey Catanzaro and what's the other name? Dustin, what's the girl's name? I can't. Casey and
I know who you're talking about.
But the other chick,
hired from wrestling.
They're an actual tag team. And they happen to end up winning their match, but everyone else is a odd pairing. It's Io and Kaylee Ray, they moved on. Raquel and Cora, they moved on. Wendy Chu and Dakota Kai won and moved on, so we'll see.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Caden Carter.
Yes, Caden Carter.
Also, fun fact, do you guys know who won the first NXT North American Championship in that ladder match? Do you guys know?
Yeah.
I did.
I forgot. Joe doesn't know because Joe doesn't watch anything.
Yeah.
I did. I was watching it then.
It was Adam Cole, dude. Okay.
I thought. I still want to say.
I don't give a fuck.
I was watching it then.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's the week in wrestling.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
hey, Joey's got to feed his family, man.
What?
So Joey's got to feed his family. I cook them dinner.
What are you talking? I don't know.
When y'all was saying like I didn't show up when I was late or whatever, then it's like, well, Joey's like, well, I got to feed my kids or some shit.
He said he was eating.
That's callback.
All right, AEW Revolution. We're gonna do some picks. Big card, like we said at the top of the show. It is a big card. Lots of cool stuff. First pick off the bat, because as you guys were talking, because I did send the card to Adam, so I got his picks way beforehand.
Did he actually fill it out?
I'm gonna go. Yes, he did give me his picks. I don't have his time for the tiebreaker, but I don't post that anywhere anyway, so that's no big deal. That can wait. But looking at the card, how it appears on Wikipedia, so I'm just going down from, because we're going to skip 1 and 2 because those are the two pre-show matches. From going 3 to 11, Adam's already hitting bangers on the first match, just letting you guys know. But pre-show matches, we're not going to pick them, but we will talk about them. Is this Hook's first technical pay-per-view match?
Yes, it is.
So we got Hook versus QT Marshall.
Yep.
They've had a lot of stuff with him demolishing the factory or whatever lately, so
yep.
I guess that's going to continue with the singles match on the pre-show. And then the other pre-show match is going to be Chris Statlander versus legit Layla Hirsch. They've had a little rivalry going recently, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been going back and forth for the last few weeks, maybe a month, so they're finally going to have their blow-off match, which is fucking nice.
So those are the two pre-show matches. But then getting into the main card, The first match that it has listed as number 3 on here because obviously pre-show match for 1 and 2, but singles match for the AEW TBS Championship, Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. Dustin technically is champ, so he gets to go last. Like I said,
nah, not here. He gets to go first all the time.
That should be the punishment because he missed last week. But like I said, Adam's already hitting bangers. This dude legitimately picked Ty Conti to beat Jade Cargill. I'm gonna go ahead and put Jade Cargill down for the rest of us. I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's fucking undefeated. I think Tay is a fucking great competitor, but I'm like, fuck, do I really think she's gonna be the one that takes Jade down right out the gate? Nah.
What was it that Adam?
Jade Goldberg, man.
What was it that Adam said in the chat the other day? It was like last night or the night before last. He just said something random, and I was like, "Hey man, glad you watched the show because it was literally something we talked about on the previous episode." I was like, "Hey man, glad you watched the show, dude." Then we have the second match. AEW specialty multi-man matches, 6-man tornado tag team match. The AHFO. That's really hard to say. AHFO.
It is very hard to say.
Which will be Andrade, Isaiah Cassidy, and Matt Hardy versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting. Adam picked Sting, Allin, and Sammy. I think I'm gonna say the same thing because I don't even know why AHFO is even a thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Is that across the
all down for that?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. We think Isaiah Cassidy is going to be the one to take the fall, but I actually think it could be fucking Matt Hardy taking the fall.
Oh, yeah, I could see.
And this is the way that they're going to force Matt Hardy out of the AHFO. And
to go back
we all think the Hardy Boys are going to show up. So
hold on, I need a drink. Somebody fill time.
All right, we'll just watch you take a drink. Yeah, look at that water. Good.
Thank you, Joey.
Brought to you by
I was legitimately expecting no one to say anything at all. I was gonna be like, "Good job, guys." Next match up, we have a 3-way tag team match again, multi-person match. 3-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. We have Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks. What's gonna happen? Adam picked Jurassic Express to retain. This one, the first two, pretty easy. This one, I have no fucking idea what to pick.
Yeah, they're about what 3 matches that I think are really hard to determine, like who we think is actually a definite winner.
No, this is the one I have the hardest. There's 2 that I have a hard time picking. This one and another one later. The rest of them are pretty easy for me.
I'm gonna go with Red Dragon.
Fuck yeah, dude.
When in doubt, pick with your heart.
That's what my heart's telling me Red Dragon.
Right.
I should have worn my undisputed, just straight up wore my undisputed era shirt. Like my heart is telling me Red Dragon, but my brain can't decide between Young Bucks and Jurassic Express. My brain's kind of leaning more Jurassic Express, but a little bit of Young Bucks there. But my heart's telling me Red Dragon. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing, and I think I'm gonna have to go Red Dragon.
Damn. I would love Red Dragon to win, but I think there's still too much. There's still story to be told of Bucks and Red Dragon fucking each other so much that, yeah, Joe, you heard what I fucking said. They fuck each other. That I think Jurassic Express will find a way to squeak the win out and still be champion.
What's funny is you can tell who's the like main person that came up with the name of the show by the person that reacted to him saying the fucking. I didn't react at all, and I don't think Dustin did. And Joey's like a little 12-year-old down there. Oh, he said they were fucking.
This episode, I know what I missed.
So AJ, you're going with Jurassic Express?
Yes, I'm going to say they're going to retain.
I don't know why I want to put 2 R's in Jurassic every time. Dustin?
Jurassic Express.
Joey, it's me and you against the world, dude.
There we go.
Don't fucking copy me, Dustin, you bitch.
Here we go. Undisputed Era lives on. Next match. This match is going to be fucking nuts. I'm surprised it's only a singles match. It doesn't have any kind of weird stipulations with it. But we got Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. This is going to be fucking nuts. Okay, I give it to you. This is a third match that is kind of hard to pick. Okay. So.
Yeah, this was tough.
I don't know if this is one that you meant that you also said was tough. Okay.
This is extremely tough. Like, this is literally can be fucking 50-50. It could literally be a fucking draw.
Yes.
Like, they could make this a draw and be like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Can
we pick a draw? I didn't think about. We've never had when we do WWE picks. You never have draws in WWE. So that's never been a possibility to pick a fucking draw. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I
think we could.
Adam picked Moxley. Adam did pick Jon Moxley to win.
I agree. I think Moxley's the one to get the win.
All right.
I think Moxley by DQ.
Oh, there's no stipulations, but you're saying Moxley too?
Yeah.
Dustin, I don't know where you're going, but I'm going with Bryan Danielson. I think Danielson's going to win. Danielson's going to make Moxley bleed. And then they're going to, at least this is, again, picking with my heart here. They're going to do their fucking team up thing, and they're going to fucking beat the shit out of everybody.
I loved his thing where he was like, we ended the Ring of Honor matches by shaking hands. And when he held onto his hand, Christopher Daniels' hand, I knew what he was going to do.
Oh, yeah. Right, when he walked over, he picked I was like, he's going to fucking,
Yeah, when he held his hand and just didn't let go.
He's like, I'm not in Ring of Honor anymore. I'm in AEW, and I want to kick somebody's head in. Dude, and those stomps are one of my favorite. I think that's one of my favorite.
I love that.
Because those things look like they fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You're always going to get stomped like that.
Yeah, by me. But I'm going to have to bend down and do it at a weird angle because his arms are so short.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
I'll take Moxley too.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck all you guys.
Dustin.
And then it's going to be a draw and we're all wrong.
Fuck. Stop fucking capping us.
Next match, I don't give a shit about. Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston.
Kingston for the win.
Chris Jericho, fuck Eddie Kingston.
Okay. Well, okay. Adam said Jericho. AJ, you said Kingston.
Yes.
Joey said Jericho.
Yeah. That's because I don't like Eddie Kingston.
I'm in the same.
Fair.
I'm in the same boat. One, I don't like Eddie Kingston. Two, Chris Jericho. I'm going to pick Chris Jericho to win. Three, whatever that little weird thing. I kind of missed part of the audio or part of the promo that Chris was saying or whatever on last night. But with Santana Ortiz out of nowhere, I don't know what was said or what happened again. But for Santana Ortiz to come up and give him fist bumps, I think they're going to turn on Kingston. Which, I mean, does it really count as a turn at that point? But I don't know. Dustin.
I'm going to go ahead and get yelled at by AJ, but I'm taking Eddie Kingston.
Ah, fuck you, Dustin. What the fuck?
Hey, so who did AJ pick again?
Yeah. Yeah. What did you pick?
Would you pick? Excel thing, just take it and drag it.
Yep. Copy and paste.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Copy
Just
paste.
do equals whatever cell.
Next, we have the Face of the Revolution ladder match for a future AEW TNT Championship match. We have Standby, Keith Lee versus Orange Cassidy versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Starks versus Wardlow versus Christian Cage or Ethan Page. The last two, they have a match on Rampage tomorrow night. Friday night, depending on when you're watching this. Christian Cage, Ethan Page, they're going to have a match. They take the last spot in that match. I would assume Christian Cage is going to be in that because ladder match without, Christian, who. So I'm assuming Christian will win that. He's not going to win that match. Adam picked the Limitless one. He picked Keith Lee. I love Orange Cassidy. I love Keith Lee. Picking with my heart again here. Fucking Wardlow is going to dominate this match. He's going to powerbomb the fucking shit out of everybody, and he's going to win. And then he's going to beat the fuck out of MJF after he takes the title. But hopefully he only carries one title, but, I'm picking Wardlow.
we can all agree there's only two clear choices who is actually going to win this ladder match, right?
Wardlow or Keith Lee?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah, we're all on the same page.
Right.
It could really be either of those two.
Yes, that's the thing. That's where it comes down to my heart. I love Keith Lee. Keith Lee's awesome. I think there's other stuff for Keith Lee to do, but the drops and the specifically like last night or MJF was like, oh, if you win the ladder match and then win the title, I'll let you keep it. So like that. Yep. Those are the things that make me lean towards. Plus, I really fucking like Wardlow, but those are the things that make me lean towards Wardlow.
Yes,
because I can see a program for the other people who watch Pat McAfee know how much he loves that word. I can see a program with Wardlow, MJF over the TNT title, but they don't necessarily need the TNT title.
I can see that, and I can see. So this could be a weird way out for Keith Lee to not take a loss right now because he's so brand new. And I think the angles that they're playing are Keith Lee versus Team Taz.
Yeah.
My pick is Wardlow as well. I think he could get the opportunity, but he doesn't win. I don't think he needs the title as well.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, exactly. I don't think he needs a title right now, but I think he's going to win this. And even if it's this, he wins this match, gets his match against Sammy, and then MJF cost him the title in a match against Sammy.
Sean Spears, your bitch.
I mean sure.
That queef's gonna cost him the match.
But yeah, I could you brought up a good point. I could see it being Keith Lee versus Team Taz. Maybe Keith Lee taking the FTW Championship from Team Taz for the first time, getting it out of there, or something like that. That could be.
I was thinking Keith Lee, but you've kind of convinced me that it was going to be Wardlow. So.
Joey, do you know who Wardlow is?
Yes.
Okay. So are you picking Wardlow?
Yes.
Could you pick Wardlow out of a crowd? There's a crowd of wrestlers, and I said, hey, which one's Wardlow? You could be like, that's Wardlow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure before I even mentioned it, he's like, it's only going to come down to two people, Keith Lee and Wardlow. I'm pretty sure Joey was thinking Powerhouse Hobbs.
He's like,
this whole fucking time.
He's like, yeah, Ricky Starks is totally going to win the shit, dude.
No.
Dustin?
Wardlow.
Hold on, let me look here. Yep. AJ and Dustin have the exact same picks all the way down.
AJ's only won the title once, right?
Yes, once. So Dustin's like, let me just copy paste.
Next match is going to be a singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. We have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Thunder Rosa. Adam did pick Dr. Britt Baker. I concur.
You can just drag that and do that selection for everybody.
You guys like that? Doctor, concur. Look at that fucking wordplay right there, dude.
Congratulations.
Right, I'm assuming we're all picking Britt Baker.
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Are you picking your girl?
I'll take her.
Take who?
I'm picking Thunder Rosa.
Ooh, that just cost you the title.
Yep.
You fucking little bitch, Dustin.
That just cost you the title. And then what I'm assuming AJ said was the other hard match to pick. We have the dog collar match between CM Punk and MJF. This story has been 10 out of 10. Last night was fucking awesome. The week before was fucking awesome. MJF dropping shit that happened. I didn't get to watch the clip. I'm gonna watch it after the show of the him mentioning the snake, whatever. It's from a old CM Punk promo. I don't know who the fuck picking this one. The face, the face AJ made makes me think this wasn't the hard match.
No, it actually isn't a hard match. I think, in my opinion, I don't think it's a hard match.
Adam picks CM Punk.
I think I'm picking Punk because Punk is going
Dustin,
need
pick
to...
who you want to fucking pick. Don't send a message in the chat after. Don't clack into your microphone to tell us that you had to pick so we didn't yell at you.
I'm picking
Dustin,
Punk.
do you want Britt Baker?
No.
Okay. Okay, so AJ said he's picking Punk.
Yes. Mainly because he does need to avenge the 2 losses that he had at Chicago. But I think it's going to show in this match MJF he's already fucking over. He got over in Chicago. But MJF is going to cross that line. Like, the match is always going to be like, who's going to cross that line? And even though Punk will come close to it, in the end, he's going to have to just fucking take him down. End it. But MJF is going to get, like, fucking way the fuck over. Yeah. And it kind of sucks because it seems like, all the big matches MJF has ended up losing. Like, he lost to Jericho, he lost to Moxley. I mean, he beat Darby. I think he beat Sammy. But I feel like in this case, I mean, he's already beat Punk. So does it really matter in the end? But yeah, this one I think is going to be a bloodbath. I think this one is going to be. They might need to change the fucking ring after this.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Punk bled a lot just last night. Like, he bled a fucking lot last night.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna pass out or something. Joey, who you got?
I got Punk. Just like the old WWE thing, like whoever looks good on TV for the pay-per-view is usually going to lose.
Like I said, this was hard. I don't know. Because I see what AJ's saying, but also I could see it as fucking MJF just going and just winning and fucking skyrocketing past and going on to whatever's next. But then technically you have CM Punk won, MJF won twice in Chicago. And then obviously this match happens now. I mean, this could easily also not be the end of this feud at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, if MJF wins this match, that kind of feels like it puts an end to the feud.
Right.
When if Punk wins it, it seems like it could keep it going.
Now, technically, if Punk wins too, yeah, the feud can keep going, but the feud could stop here for now.
Yeah.
And then pick up later at a potential, let's say, championship opportunity or actual championship feud. Like, let's say MJF is champion later down the line and Punk faces him, or vice versa. So, like, I feel like this match, if Punk wins, it's a good break point because then MJF would end up feuding with Wardlow next.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
Again, I'm not trying to sway anyone's vote. I'm just saying,
I'm picking MJF.
You know, my thought process to everything.
I'm gonna pick MJF. If I'm going down, I'm fucking going down hard, or I'm gonna fucking clean sweep this shit. Well, let's find out. Dustin, who you got? Punk. That's an easy W right there for when MJF wins that one.
You should have picked MJF.
And then we have what I'm assuming is the main event of the night. We will also pick the time for this particular match. We have a singles match for the AEW World Championship. Hangman Adam Page versus the Better Adam and Adam Cole. Baby.
Ooh.
It's Adam Cole. It's Adam Cole. Every time I pick a match that has Adam Cole in it, I'm never picking against Adam Cole. Chalk it every time. It's Adam Cole, baby. Adam picked Hangman, by the way. Adam picked the wrong Adam when he was picking this match.
So many Adams.
So many Adams. And every time we mention an Adam in our chat, fucking bubbles or whatever the fuck goes up. Shit's annoying.
Dustin gotta get rid of those.
Who you guys got? Right now, 2 people have picked. We're split. What are you guys doing? Is this one of the ones you said was hard?
I mean, yeah. It's a difficult choice.
I wanna pick Adam Cole, but I think it's
pick with your heart. You said it. Pick with your heart.
I said if I can't decide, then I'll pick with my heart. But no, I think Hangman wins.
You fucking.
I agree. My heart will always say Wangman Page, so
Jimmy Wang Yang? Okay, I'll type it up.
yep.
Oh wait,
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Dustin?
You know what? Let's go Adam Cole. Fuck it.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Hell
Nice.
yeah.
About time, Dustin.
Me and
Be a big boy.
Me and Dustin against the world.
hope I missed that one.
Hell
Just to be
yeah.
honest.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Hell yeah. I like it. Hell yeah.
I just think it's too early. Like, I would
Yeah.
love Adam Cole to be champion. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's
See,
too early.
Adam Cole and Red Dragon, all three champions.
Exactly.
That's what I have in my mind. You know.
Yeah,
Undisputed Era draped in gold once again in a different company.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. That's what my heart would love to have and see. But I mean, I think it's too early.
Dustin just hit the cat
But-
with the fucking trash can lid.
That thing was going like in heat or
But
something.
what if Kenny Omega does come back?
Yeah, then we
And-
have Kenny
and
and the
cost-
Bucks versus Adam Cole
Yeah.
and Red Dragon. Titles on the line.
Well, what if he costs Adam Cole the championship?
And then I'm going to beat Kenny Omega's ass.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking throwing a knee strike at Kenny Omega. Okay, well, hey, this is perfect timing. We need to pick times for the AEW Championship match. Adam just hit me up with his pick for time for the AEW Championship match, and he picked
Tomorrow.
25 minutes. What'd you say?
He's like, tomorrow.
Adam Cole versus Heyman Page, hyping up the big pay-per-view. Ooh, 25 minutes seems like a really fucking good guess. I like that. What's AEW's normal time limits on matches like this?
The World Championship is 60 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going 30.
You bitch.
That's going to be a fucking banger, too. All right, what you guys got?
Good matches. A lot of matches on this card. We'll do 22 minutes.
Damn.
AJ?
It's not going to be the last match. With them,
32
so-
minutes.
32.
So, I think they'll have a quicker one.
Now,
That's usually never the case, though.
Now, last
for
time-
the main event, I feel like.
Now, last time that we picked times, we were way fucking off, and Dustin was the closest by approximately 45 minutes.
So he's going to say 21.
So,
It's gonna be like 6 minutes. Bitch, this ain't a Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah.
that is hilarious,
He
though.
gets, gets it confused with Price is Right. He goes, $1.
That is hilarious, though,
woman.
where we literally picked elimination chamber matches where we were all picked like in the 40s and shit. Dustin picked 39 was the closest one. And both elimination chamber matches were under 16 minutes. And now we're fucking the main event one-on-one match, and we're like, fucking 30 minutes, dude. Let's fucking go.
Well, the had to been like 2 minutes. Well, Brock kind of messed it up because he didn't even wait his turn.
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing is Brock broke his thing, and then he also broke Lashley's. So that's
Right.
2 pods out right there. So, and then plus you start with 2 people in the ring, got 2 people out in their pods still. So, yeah. Dustin, you got a time? We got 30, we got 22, 25, 30, and 32.
That's gonna be like 25.
He's like, what did AJ pick 32? I'll pick 32.
He's gonna be like 33.
Go. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, you can, yeah.
So you taking 33?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
That's gonna be like 60-minute draw.
Hey, I'm fucking for it, dude. 60 minutes? Those? Yeah, I'm down. All right. I will post those. I'll make our little graphic and I'll post those on the page with our others. Actually, I post it separate, but
time.
What?
I have the lowest time.
Yes, you do. You were 22.
Wait.
You were 22 minutes.
Okay. I thought Adam had the lowest.
No, Adam's
time.
25.
Okay.
So it's 22, 25. So Joey has 22. Adam has 25. I have 30. AJ has 32. Dustin has 33. What?
I have 1 through 22.
Whatever. And then Dustin has 33 through 60.
Yeet boy.
All right, should be a fun weekend. Should be a good card, good show. I think it's gonna be good. You guys got anything else before we wrap it up for the week?
No.
Nope.
All right. Nope. Well, I guess we will be back next week. Hopefully nobody had a seizure from the flash warnings on Joey's screen, because there were random times where that shit just went wild.
Really?
Yeah, there's a couple times where it got pretty crazy. Yeah, we'll be back next week with all of our Revolution breakdowns. We're on the road. We're almost at the end of the road of Revolution, but we're gonna take the exit to the road of WrestleMania soon. So, should be a good next few weeks. We got AEW pay-per-view. We got whatever comes up if anything comes up out of the next month from AEW purchasing Ring of Honor. WrestleMania is right around the corner. It's a good time.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be back next week. Like I said, we'll talk about all of our AEW stuff, the road to WrestleMania, all that crap. We will see you guys next week for episode 16. I'm on top of these numbers now, guys. I fucking got it. We're fucking down until I forget next week. All right. We will see you guys next week. You guys have a good one.
Yeah.
You too.